Bro, Will coming out to tell everybody that he's gay in the middle of a save the world or else we all die type of conversation has to summarize where we are as society.
The problem was I married a playboy. I married what I thought was going to be a union in which it was going to be what we wanted it to be, because he did say, I want to date you within our marriage. I'm still kind of confused about that one. So needless to say, me and Duane don't with each other at all.
Duane Martin woke up angry. His name was back in the headlines again, linked to a three-way gay tape that LisaRaye accidentally revealed, pulling him right back into the same Will Smith controversy he's been trying to run from for years. And it came from a woman who once accused him of helping ruin her marriage, whose old interview suddenly felt more like hidden hints than bitter complaints. What really made it blow up was the timing. Just as Jada Pinkett Smith came out saying, "We're suing over allegations involving Will Smith and Duane."
Hi, Miss Pinkett. You look fantastic.
All right, good to see you. We gotta go. We're blocking traffic.
Oh, we got it. Oh, we're blocking. What do you say about the allegations? There's like, like so many rumors. Anything you want to say?
We suing.
I know that's right. Thank you, Miss Pinkett.
LisaRaye's old words suddenly resurfaced, and social media smashed everything into one messy narrative. Duane, Will, her ex-husband, and a gay tape people swear exists. And LisaRaye didn't come out of nowhere. Years ago, she publicly claimed that Duane Martin played a part in the collapse of her marriage to former Turks and Caicos Prime Minister Michael. She said she introduced the two, then watched Duane grow closer to her husband than she was, accusing him of encouraging infidelity and moving disrespectfully within her marriage.
Somehow within that relationship, I lost my husband to Duane Martin, and they became better friends than what me and my husband did, and I couldn't understand that for the love of God. He became disrespectful with introducing my husband to different women, and women that we actually knew as friends and associates.
Those words never disappeared, they were just waiting. So when Will and Duane started trending again, the algorithm did what it always does, pulling LisaRaye's old interviews back into the spotlight and treating them like character evidence. To many, that was proof enough that she knew more than she ever said out loud. Things escalated fast after Will Smith's former friend and assistant, brother Bill, claimed he walked in on Will and Duane in a sexual situation.
So I open the door to Duane's dressing room, and that's when I see Duane and having anal sex with Will.
Let me process that for a second.
There was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch, and Duane was standing up, killing her. Murder, like murder. It was murder in there.
That allegation spread like wildfire, picked up by gossip pages and mainstream outlets alike. The internet didn't treat it as just one claim, it treated it as confirmation of years of whispers. Old jokes resurfaced, old clips went viral, and suddenly the story wasn't about what was actually said. It was about what people already believed. After brother Bill's claim went viral, other voices jumped in, debating who really knew the truth. Actor Tyrone Turner publicly reacted, denying similar claims made about him and Jamie Foxx, while noting there are always two sides to stories like this. His statement didn't clear anything up, but it showed just how quickly these allegations can spread beyond their original target. Once more names got dragged in, the story stopped being about facts and turned into a cultural debate: who's lying, who's protected, and who gets believed in Hollywood when sex and power collide.
First of all, I don't know, I don't think me and Suge have, I thought we watched whatever that was, so I'm thinking that's what it is. So, and then I heard earlier, that his thing was hacked or whatever, his Twitter was hacked. So I'll give it, if Suge wanted to talk to me, he know how to contact me. He contacted me the last time we had an issue, an altercation. So
people close to the situation began claiming that one tape existed, involving Duane Martin, LisaRaye's ex-husband, and Will Smith. Once that phrasing caught on, it didn't need proof to spread, it only needed repetition. That's reportedly what infuriated Duane, not that people were talking, but that LisaRaye's history made the chatter feel believable. Her past accusations became the emotional glue holding the rumor together. Jada Pinkett Smith didn't laugh it off or dodge it. She said, "We're suing," and that single line shifted the entire tone. Once legal action is mentioned, every old quote becomes a liability. Imagine being Duane Martin, already tied to the narrative, Watching LisaRaye's words resurface while lawyers clearly stand by. That's risk. As the story expanded, more names got pulled in. Suge Knight was clipped again, repeating claims about Will and Duane.
And Pac used to always say, Jada, I'm gonna come over there and beat Will's motherfucking ass. You know Will's a fag. That's the word Pac used, you know. But I ain't gonna put Will down and then Will straight and fuck it. The truth is the truth. And Jada used to always says, oh, I love you too, Pac. We don't got a real marriage. It's an arrangement. He got Duane, you know, he got his boyfriend and she got her girlfriends. And
Corey Holcomb resurfaced, weighing in on Will's sexuality and the politics of Hollywood.
But Will like guys.
Huh?
Will like guys. Because I said it, and I can't take it back.
Yeah.
Because I believe it. I know it for the most part.
Jaguar Wright resurfaced, reposting extreme allegations linked to brother Bill.
Will Smith raped Jaden. He raped Bashir and he raped Niels, and you know, Bilal. Now you know how far in the desert you run.
None of this brought forward new evidence, it just created noise. And noise convinces people that something must be true. Fans fan the flames, posting that Will, Duane, and others aren't sleeping, claiming the cloud over Will's name has hung for decades. Will Smith has responded before, including a viral freestyle that many treated as him brushing off the rumors.
Big Willie, Fresh Prince, not gay, don't be silly. Funky fresh all day, with a homo rock this frilly. Stinks like old tuna, still I eat it, no perk. Dad taught me real men can do smelly work. Real ones adapt, we don't run, we deal.
It didn't slow anything down, it just gave the internet more fuel to react to. Once a story becomes part of culture, responses don't end it, they amplify it. Then Will Smith's name popped up in new legal headlines. In early January 2026, violinist Brian King Joseph filed a lawsuit accusing Will of sexual harassment, grooming, and retaliation. Will's team denied the claims. On paper, this has nothing to do with Duane Martin. Online, it changed everything. Old rumors suddenly felt heavier, old accusations felt closer, and any name tied to Will felt radioactive. That's why many believe Duane is furious now over timing. LisaRaye's story has always been treated as lived experience. She didn't speak in hypotheticals, she described behavior inside her marriage. So, when the internet pushes a tape narrative, her past words become the emotional proof people cling to. Even her silence keeps the story alive. If LisaRaye speaks again, this jumps. If Duane responds publicly, this jumps. If Will or Jada's team mentions legal action again, this jumps. The audience already picked up the story, it's waiting for the next reaction. At this point, Duane Martin isn't just battling rumors, he's battling association. Every time LisaRaye's name trends, his past gets replayed. Every time Will Smith makes headlines, Duane's name gets dragged into the comments. That's why people think he's raging not over gossip, but over losing control of a story he can't shut down. So here's the real question. Did LisaRaye's old interview resurface because the internet loves chaos? Or because tying Duane Martin's name to Will Smith again shifts public focus while Will faces fresh legal pressure? Drop your take in the comments. And if you made it this far, like the video, subscribe, and stay tuned because the next reaction will decide how fast the story moves.